All right, ladies and gents, now we're finally getting to the good stuff, the advanced tutorials, if you will. This is stuff for administrative work. If you have computer programming background or you need to do something on an administrative level, or if I have transferred the ownership of the AWS environment to you, or any of that information, this is a basic one run through of how to do some pretty standard operations. The first standard operation I'm going to show you is if I put in an invalid token, you'll notice here our login page. It has a key. That key is not hard-coded. That key is editable, but I'm going to show you how to edit that. The key we're going to make today is going to be ABCD. Currently, that key does not work. So in order to get this key to work, what we're going to do is we're going to make a new tab, and we're going to go to aws.amazon.com. This will also work if you just SSH into whatever environment you're using. But if you're using something like Heroku, you would have to just manually take .env off your gitignore and then push it up that way. And then just do a GitHub push to the Heroku Git environment. But anyway, that's beside the point. If you're doing it this way, the one way I have configured it with AWS, go ahead and choose EC2, and then go into your running instances. And then we have two virtual machines here, one hosting the API, and then one hosting the base server. We're going to go to the base server, click Instance ID, and then choose Connect. From here, log in as root, because all the processes are running as root, and it saves us a command of sudo su-, and choose Connect. I have configured the .bashrc to show this table when you first log in. We can see how long each one of our processes have been running. So each process, or each virtual machine, there's two of them, they have the main process that's being hosted, and they also have something called a commit watcher. The commit watcher is there so that way when we push up a new version to GitHub, which if we look here is github.com or widget NHS Falcons. We can see here that this is the main GitHub repo. It's not hosted under Heroku. I was originally hosted on Heroku, but I've migrated it. So whenever you do a push to this website, to this GitHub repo here, you'll notice it actually has a webhook set up to push to our virtual machine on port 4040. So nhsfalcons.com port 4545. But it's a post request, so obviously you can't see it, but anyway, that's what commit watcher is. And there's no need to ever update that because all that does is just listens for a post request and then executes a local script. And that local script simply does a pull on the index or the NHS Falcons repo and then goes ahead and restarts the PM2 daemon, which is what we're using here to actually host everything. So go ahead and go to Home Ubuntu, which is where I have everything running. Then go ahead and go into Node. And then go ahead and go into NHS Falcons. Sorry, make that easier for you to see here. From here, you'll notice, if we do an ls-law, we have a .env. This .env is currently marked as a gitignore, so obviously we don't want a public tokens being visible just on the internet. So you have to be logged into the virtual environment to even see the env file. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to generate a new MD5 hash using the custom MD. It's weird. I'm not going to lie. It's really weird because when I do, there we go. When I do in our virtual environment, I do something like echo hi into MD5 sum. I get a totally different hash than the polyfill that I've used to do MD5 sums on NHS Falcons. But I'm just going to go to our login page here in the console and choose MD5. And then choose ABCD or whatever our new password is going to be. And this will spit out the MD5 sum that we're using for this website. You'll notice this is like totally different than what we get here. BCD. That's what we get, and then this is what we got from the website. So not the same at all, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. So then we're going to edit that env file, so choose nano.env. And then under hash right here, simply delete all of this and put in the new hash that we just generated. The one that we generated from NHS Falcons. Choose Control O, enter to save the file, and then Control X to exit, and then choose clear just to clear the terminal. From here, you're going to type pm2 restart index --update -env, and this will restart the server. It'll look at the env file and it'll adjust the password accordingly. From here, when we go to NHS Falcons, we don't even have to refresh it. We can just do A, B, C, D, enter, and that will allow us to log into the website. Just like that, that is how easy it is to go and change the, I guess easy is a relative word, but that's how to go about adjusting the key to log into the website.